man. WNRV 108.1 Nerve Radio DJs. And we out here, man.
Yes,
Oooweeradaoshow Radio, take over. Listen, that's a dope record right there. Dreaming YL the Kid, man. That is a pretty good record. I can dig it, man. He's here with us today.
In the building.
I love interviewing independent artists. Straight from Clip. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Yo, get close to that mic. Don't be scared. Is this your first interview?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, this is it. Oh, let's get him deep.
What's your cherry?
Let's get him deep. Well, welcome to Oooweeradaoshow Radio. I've got DJ Chris Styles and D. Lorraine. Listen, this is the legendary D. Lorraine.
Legendary, that's right.
The legendary. Man, dope record. What went behind that record?
Well, I made that record last year, man. Just so much going on, man. You know, so much stuff behind the scenes, man. Felt like I was dreaming, like, damn, somebody dying and somebody getting shot and going through the pandemic, the COVID pandemic and stuff. It's just so much.
Yeah, what was that journey going through the pandemic? Like, you rapping and putting out your music. Like, I know that had a effect on you. What was that, being an artist, going through this pandemic where you couldn't get out the way you wanted to?
It was actually good for me, you know, just getting back to the drawing board and just working on my craft, like figuring out how to be better as an artist, you know, just constantly working on new stuff. Pretty much, for real. I feel like that was the best thing that probably happened.
Nice. NRV 108.1 Oooweeradaoshow. We got YL the Kid here. Just dropped his song Dreaming. How long you been rapping?
Say 2017. Like before, I was just playing around with it. Like when I was 12, you know, see my big cousins. They had the studio in their basement. Played around with it, and I took it serious when I turned 19. Just started doing shows, and you know, it was kind of like it was a shaky road because I was just going through so much. Like I lost my father the same year, and I kind of like distance myself from it, you know, and I'm slowly coming back from it now. I feel like right now I'm at the perfect mental state right now. Like I was just on and off, like not being consistent, just going through, like just not giving up because I didn't have my support. You know, my supporter, you know, my mom, she died. She had a brain aneurysm in 2019. So it was like, dang, I just lost my dad in 2017. I kind of like distanced myself from music. And then boom, mom had a brain aneurysm. I'm like, damn, I don't even know I want to do this anymore. But you know, I had to like keep fighting, keep telling myself, you can't stop your dream, man. You gotta keep going, man.
How have those experiences influenced your music? Because I know for a lot of artists, they say that those trials, those tribulations, those experiences, that pain helps to inform their music, helps them it helps them, it's therapeutic to write that out in their music. Have you taken that approach? Are you telling some of those stories or some of those trials and tribulations in your music, and how does that inform what you're doing?
I got some songs, some stories. I put it on the records and stuff, but I don't know. It was just shaky for me, man. Cause like inside of me, I still feel like a kid. Like damn, I lost my dad at 19. We was just starting to get that relationship back because he wasn't always in my life, you know. And it was like, damn, like I don't feel like I'm a man 100%. 19 at the time, I feel like I knew everything. You know, I'm 23. It's like I ain't know shit. I ain't know nothing.
Right.
So it's just time, man. I had to grow as a man. I got kids now, so looking at them was like, okay, you can't having that same mindset. Yeah, things happen. It's life, you know. So I had to like mature and get better as a man, you know. Yeah, I got stories. I got a song called Story to Tell, talking about the situation with my mom and my dad, because it happened in my house, you know, because he was hospice care, so he was right in the basement. I got a song, I'm explaining everything about everything that what I've been going through in my life.
I think that's important and that's real that you do that because so many artists, you know, and well, going back real quick to what you said, like you feel like you don't know anything at your age. I'll tell you, I'm about twice your age and I still don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? not that I don't know shit, but I don't know enough. You never learn it. You
Right.
constantly got to be in a state of being open to learn and
Right.
open to evolve and take in information because you never have it all together. So don't chastise yourself for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it's important for artists to tell those other sides of the story because too often it seems like what's promoted, what's glamorized is, you know, the flashy part of artistry or entertainment or living. And so that's all that our kids hear constantly on the radio, on TV. They think that's what it all is, but
Right.
it's not always where an artist would talk about what everyday people go through. Everybody goes through something with their parents being sick or dying or something, whatever these cases may be, the struggle of being a parent and raising children and all those things. So I think we need more of artists that are talking about that in their music because that's real life. You know what I'm saying? Real life isn't always just clubbing and popping bottles and
Or,
you know what I'm saying?
or selling drugs.
Yeah, that's
That's
a part of life, some people's life, but even those people are still parents. They still have parents. They still have these emotional experiences that every single individual have, and we need more people to talk about that in the music because people can relate to that. So I applaud you as.
Because it's like the dumb, they want to hear the dumb, the rah-rah, they want to hear the ignorant. It's like, I try to do the conscious rap. I try to do it, but like, ain't nobody really trying to hear it.
It's a
Like,
balance,
it is.
bro. They
There
are.
it is.
It
There
is,
you
but
go,
it's like,
man.
it's harder.
Especially now, I feel like there's a huge emergence now. There's a huge push for real rap now. You know what I mean? Like you got the J. Cole's, obviously, the Kendrick Lamar's. You know what I mean? Even look, Benny the Butcher. That man almost 40 years old and just blew up.
Yeah.
Why? Because people still want that. Like
West Side
there's
Gun,
always like there's always going. You just I think you just have to be consistent in that style of music. Because when you jump back and forth, now you're confusing your audience. You know, most of the time you can't do both. You can't please both sides. So it's better to just stick with one. Once you're successful in that one, then cross over a little bit and give them a little bit of the other one. But going into that, so what's the name of the project? You working on a project right now?
I said EP.
Okay.
EP. Still ain't got a name yet. I'm just working on songs.
Going through the motions,
Yeah,
just
just
putting out music.
yeah.
What influences you to what nowadays what gives you inspiration to write music? Like what you know what I mean? Like what topics specifically triggered your creativity?
I don't know. It's just something I love. I just love doing music. Just okay. I work on another song, finish that. I just sit back and just brainstorm, basically.
Yeah. You performed a lot throughout the city?
Perform.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you perform?
I got a show coming next Friday.
Where at?
Madison Avenue's on the west side.
What's the name of the spot? Come on, man. We need to try to send the fans your way, man. We trying to send the fans your way.
That might be side. That might be side.
That's side. That's what. Okay, side 7. Yeah. Good people. Shout out to him too, man. I feel like he real genuinely work with artists, man. And you know what I'm saying? Always. So that's a good look, man. But definitely, man. Just you definitely want to stay focused on that, man. Like, do you feel like do you enjoy doing that side of the music? Or do you enjoy making the fun? I'm gonna call it ignorant side of the music.
I don't even like the fun. I don't like it. I still do it, but
The
I like more real rap. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
actually having
Right,
meaning
I'm
to it,
telling you.
telling stories. I like that. When people listen to it, I want to feel my pain. Relate. You know, like
Relatable music.
yeah.
WNRV 108.1 Nerd Radio. We got the Oooweeradioshow takeover right here, my fellas here. We gotta get to your next. Let's get to your next record called. You know what it is, man. Tell us a little bit about that record.
Fun record. You know, just played around with it. It ain't really no meaning to it. I ain't really talking about it. It's just
You just got in there and did your
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah, just-
Well, let's listen to it right now. You know what it is. YL the Kid. Let's go Oooweeradaio.
WNRV.